everyone, this is Leo from the Monkeys Making Misplaced channel, and today we'll be starting our Rematch Series. We'll be pitting decks that we've played it in the past with either their updated cards, I know some decks have received maybe 1 or 2 cards worth of support, against each other. And to start that off, you'll see, from the thumbnail, whoops, we'll be doing Flagburg, or I'll be doing Flagburg. Flagburg is one of my favorite decks. It's very fun. I don't know how well it does in the current metagame, but it might be a little rough. But we are moving into a completely new format with set 13, as you can see, with the mats. I was able to pull a win off. I had sneak peek. I played Chaos, went 2-1, which was a very small sneak peek. Unfortunately, our community down here is very low, but I was able to sneak out first place with Chaos with my updated list, losing to a Gandiva in the last rounds. But nonetheless, I was still able to get myself a mat. And then me and Kat did buy a sneak peek kit with it. So he has his own mats as well. So we did end up getting that. I think I made a community post probably earlier today talking about it, or at least joking about the stuff. But I'll put a picture, or I think I'll put a picture up on the community post. But nonetheless, let's start with the deck profile. I'm already taking a lot of your time. We have obviously 3 Flagburg and then Chalice, because we want to get Persona right. We want to be able to get that extra 10k every turn to create the optimal numbers. And then obviously we have 4 Inlet Pulse, because even though Inlet Pulse is good in almost every Stoicheia deck, it's especially good in Flagburg because it just becomes a 4th attack and draws you a card and creates soul. He does so much. Then we have 3 Shelling Dragon, because he just gives you an extra attack in the back row, and that's, hey, 1 more attack for Flagburg. Moving on to grade 2s, we have 4 copies of Eric's, just another restand that works perfectly with Inlet Pulse, being your optimal attack. If you go second, you swing with Inlet Pulse first, it restands, and then you swing with Eric's, and then she restands, and then you swing with Inlet, and then Eric's again, and now you're at 5 attacks. So Flagburg will be prepped. Then we play 2 extra copies of Ascendance Assault. It doesn't come up as often because with Eric's and Inlet Pulse, you pretty much got it, so you don't really want to have to use the CB, but if you aren't able to find it, that's what he's I have 2 extra copies for. Then you have your Counter Charger in Prize Trident, just being where your other unit attacks if it's the 5th battle of the turn, you can put it into soul to counter charge. Being able to provide both soul and counter charge, this guy I would think is perfect for this deck, as well as you being able to boost with it first before it goes into soul is great. Then we have 3 copies of Arianthe. She just lets you counterblast 1 ditch to bring back a grade 3 or less from drop. Just able to recycle stuff. That's all you want it for. You're able to bring back things like Inlet Pulse, things like Shelling Cannon Dragon, as well as being able to give it +5. If you're able to bring Inlet Pulse back with this, it'll be at 18k plus Persona is 28, and that's a very good number to hit, so it'll be perfect. And then as well as she's just being a booster that can just sit there, and that being an act ability is great because you can just have her sit there. If she doesn't get retired, she keeps providing you with more benefits. And then playing 2 copies of El Madar. You usually Soul Blast out your ride line pretty early or pretty fast with this deck, so being able to use it for extra shield, or if you need to get some extra soul and give power, this gives +5, which is almost perfect. Being able to give you make your grade 2s hit or and provide you soul at the same time, as well as being a pretty good booster is perfect. But you only play the 2 because obviously there's only 4 cards in your ride line, and you can't put them, or you can't take them out of your ride line once you put them back. Then we play 3 PGs and the Elementaria Sanctitude that we've been saying we had. We both forgot it to put in the Dark States match we just had, but here it is now. And obviously I play it to be able to beat other Flagburg decks, and Kat will also be playing his one. So, you know, it's great. And then as for triggers, we have your 4 heal, your 8 crit, which is very standard, and then we have 3 front, and then I play blue OT because I just like having 9 crits. The glare is awful, but I'll just pick it up. I just like having 9 crits. It can get you back a card, get you back a Persona Ride or something. So I kind of like it. I don't know if this is standard or not, but I'm gonna try it out, see what I think. I've liked it so far, but we'll see in the gameplay. But with that, I'll leave you to it. Have a nice day.